the boss I am.
Sending me this Cam Newton interview. I saw the interview. I hadn't said nothing about it because I think it's foolish that we have to keep having this same tired conversation about the qualities that make a woman of substance.
What's up? Now, I might be a little late to some of these parties, but I ain't that late because some of these conversations just never change. They might have a different lingo, but at the same time, whatever is being said, it doesn't change because there's always an underlying signature, something in between. But then sometimes when it's just flat out there, men, what type of women are y'all describing that y'all want to, have a partnership with, build a life with, date as that potential long term? That could potentially turn into the wife. Women, how do you want to be referenced when you are dating? When you are in a situation of a friendship that does blossom into something possibly stronger, that this is the man possibly that you may want to have children by, that you may want to have a lifetime with. What has been instilled in you from the time you were yourself, born into this world, man or woman, I am speaking to. So I feel Cam Newton had every right to talk about his mother. Sometimes men, sometimes women, but I'm talking about Cam Newton. This is the man we're talking about. Sometimes men can describe their mothers in the opposite way of what Cam Newton described his mother as. So for a Kayla Nicole to have her comment and think, what? Marry your mama then? That already tells you how small-minded she is.
Had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother, and I knew what a woman was. Not a bad difference. A woman.
Okay.
A bad person who's just, girl, I'm a bad doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are that way, not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's need, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
In the disrespect level and what she's on. And I'm telling y'all, these women out here that got too much mouth, too aggressive, they will not become a good sister in love, in-law, whatever you want to call it, a daughter in love, a cousin in love, baby mama drama, friends, what? How do you treat your friends? How do you talk to your friends? Do you even know how to befriend a man that's on the up and up and not having another motive? What is the benefit? Like some women is just really on this. What's the benefit here? And let me tell y'all something. I get it because some men is on that. What is the benefit of this? But self-respect. Like to actually be okay and referencing yourself, because it's like a culture thing of some women accepting being referenced as a bad bia. Some women is okay with just being referenced as, I wonder why they call you B. You wonder why they call you, that's one of them legendary Tupac songs right there. Now me personally, but it's just my opinion, I'm not okay with it. I don't joke around with it. It's just nothing uplifting. You calling me a what out of my name because of why again? Matter of fact, there's no reason for you to even explain, because once somebody did try to and this is a family member too, y'all. We got that straight real quick.
This man said that you need to be able to cook and know when to be quiet. Because that's what his mama did. Like, boy, go date your mama then.
But those who want to uplift themselves to be that boss, we're going to use chick instead. There's just still some growing, but it just sometimes behooves me. Now, I'm not saying Kayla Nicole was out here referencing herself, as that, but I did hear Shantel Jackson referencing herself as being a bad, so those who want to embrace it, like I said, it's interesting because I'm giving the young ladies, when I say the young ladies, these 18, 19, young 20-year-olds, I'm giving them grace. They're exposed to so much that's coming at them. But at the same time, if they have an ear to hear, those of us that's able to impart something of value down to another generation, they may not get it at that moment. Their mindset might be a little confused. But it's a time when people do have quiet time. But I'm just saying, you can't take advice from everybody. Everybody is not always right. That's why we do have opinions. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But some women do talk too much. Some men expect too much out of women. That's just like this superwoman. And I don't know who she is, how she exists, if it's really that together. But I just feel like at the same time of self-love, to not dehumanize a person. These are humans that we're talking about. As far as how people want to be referenced, that's your business. That's your business. Because if you go into a relationship and you thinking it's okay, trust and believe, one word can lead to another. Another fallout can lead to another. And then women that uphold themselves up to be so strong, so independent, I got my own bag. Men are sometimes quick to say, well, what do you need me for? Not for, but to build with. To be a helpmate, to be supportive of one another. There's strength in unity. We were not created, you all, to be alone. We really weren't. But if it works, it works. That's what I'm saying. Now, nobody should be in any form of an sometimes I'll be trying to find YouTube friendly words. So I'm still learning that, but no one should be in any type of relationship that is taken away from them to feel less than, that can not be beneficial in a supportive way, in a good way. And I'm not saying the benefit of using someone, but like I said, I'm trying to be YouTube friendly here. But it's not about the money. The money sometimes fades. Injuries do happen. But it's like I'm seeing now, it's like a reverse of some things of women who's of age. When I say of age, I'm talking like 30s on beyond, okay? 40s on beyond, 50s on beyond. I've even observed some 60-year-olds regressing, wanting to know, trying to figure out how these 20-something-year-olds is getting to the bag. Talking about they said the wrong prayer. They said the wrong. No, it's not that you said the wrong prayer. You didn't cover yourself to be protected from who possibly wasn't for you. Don't say you didn't say the right prayer, but sometimes you did say the right prayer, but guess what? Still can't recognize when it's a good man that's set before you, because sometimes you just want more. Sometimes you didn't say the right prayer. No, it's not that you didn't say the right prayer for that particular woman. It's just that you forgot about common sense and getting back to basics and what you already knew right from wrong. Sometimes I'm just going to keep it real. You got to put people in categories. Some people is not meant to be in your life for long-term situations. But at all costs, always be protective. Always try to have an understanding, because some people's minds is not healthy and not willing to accept what was said, what the guidelines was, what the cutoff, what the cutoff situation is. People be drawing up in their own minds what they want. When you got them early signs, think of that as a blessing that it was revealed. Your back. How do you believe? What do you believe in? You decide. I believe in God. Believe that you was protected from them other forces, because I'm telling y'all, not everybody's mind is on the up and up. I try to have balance in this. I'm not blaming the women. I'm not blaming the men. But sometimes I got to go specifically and talk to the women. Sometimes I got to go specifically and talk to the men. But this is an everyday process, because all different conversations are coming at you, whether it's your niece, nephew trying to get advice, whether it is your grandson, granddaughter trying to get some form of advice. If it is your own son or daughter looking for some form of advice, what do we have to pass down? But at the same time, our minds have to be clear. We got to be ready. We got to always continue to stay in the race, because the next generation, those coming in next, we got to care and have something to pass down the value. And be aware of who they listening to, how they're being influenced, because their ears are not for everybody. Their ears are not for everybody to tune into. Their eyes is not for everybody to look upon. We have to continue to stay woke.